Stop for just a moment, because what I'm about to share with you might genuinely change the course of your health. A recent Harvard Medical School study revealed something shocking. Nearly 90% of Americans over 60 are losing muscle at a dangerous rate, and most of them have no idea it's happening. It's quiet, and it steals your strength one day at a time. Before you even realize what's going on, your balance is off, your legs feel weaker, and daily tasks begin to feel heavier than they used to. If you're over 60, type check in the comments, because what you discover in the next few minutes may determine whether you're walking confidently at 80, or depending on someone, just to move across the room. I'm not here to frighten you. I'm here to wake you up to something that is not only preventable, but highly reversible. When you understand what's really going on, millions of older adults are facing a hidden crisis called sarcopenia, a fancy word for age-related muscle loss. It sneaks up so quietly that people blame it on just aging. Aging is not the culprit. The real problem is that your muscles aren't getting what they need to stay alive and responsive. Maybe you sensed it yourself. You stand up from your favorite chair, and it takes more effort than it should. You walk up a flight of stairs, and halfway through, your legs feel heavy. That relaxing walk around the block now feels like a chore, and naturally you tell yourself, this is just getting older. But that's not true. This is your body sending early distress signals that most people ignore. Here's what the numbers show. After the age of 30, you lose about 3 to 8% of your muscle every decade. After 65, that loss accelerates dramatically. The legs are the first to weaken, and when the legs go, everything changes suddenly. Stairs look taller. Getting out of bed feels harder, and even a simple grocery trip becomes exhausting. But the heartbreaking part is this: most people never realize it's preventable. They think weakness is inevitable, when in reality, the body can rebuild strength at any age when given the right tools. If that gives you even a little hope, tap the like button right now so more people can hear this message. Think of your muscles as the foundation of your house. When the foundation begins to crumble, everything above it becomes unstable. Weak legs don't just mean weakness. They mean a higher risk of falling. And for seniors, one fall can change everything. 1 in 4 older adults falls every year. And a hip fracture doesn't just hurt, it steals independence. It affects confidence, energy, and even longevity. But the scariest part is that weak muscles slow your metabolism, raise your blood sugar, drain your energy, and make your heart work harder just to keep up. But here's the good news, and it's very good news. Your body still knows how to rebuild. Even at 60, 70, or 80, your muscles can grow stronger again. You just need to give them the right kind of fuel. Most doctors don't teach this because their training focuses on treating disease, not building strength. They tell people to eat healthy and stay active, but they don't explain which foods actually repair muscles, cellular level. You can eat all the salads you want, but if your muscles aren't getting what they need, you'll continue getting weaker and wonder why you aren't improving. If this is resonating so far, type "I'm ready" in the comments. Your muscles work like an engine. As you age, that engine becomes less efficient at absorbing nutrients, especially protein. Even if you're eating enough, your body might not be using it effectively. That leaves you tired, sore, and weaker than you should be. But the solution is simpler than you think, because there are 6 everyday foods, yes, just 6, that are scientifically proven to rebuild muscle strength, improve balance, and restore natural energy. These aren't exotic superfoods or expensive supplements. They're right in your grocery store, probably already in your kitchen. The problem isn't that people don't eat them. It's that they eat them the wrong way, blocking many of the benefits. And I'm going to show you how to fix that. But before we get into the first food, I want you to do a quick test. If you can stand up right now, how did that feel? Easy. Or did your legs feel heavier than usual? If it felt easy, type strong in the comments. If it felt tough, type heavy. That simple movement tells you more about your muscle health than any blood test. If standing was difficult, don't panic. It's a warning sign, not a life sentence, and we can fix it together, because every day you delay action, your muscles lose more fibers, and those fibers don't grow back unless you nourish them properly. The right foods can make you feel lighter, stronger, and more stable in just weeks. So let's begin this journey of rebuilding your strength, starting with a food that looks humble, but acts like pure energy. If I told you that one of the most powerful foods for rebuilding leg strength is something you've probably eaten your entire life, would you believe me? It's not rare, not expensive, and not found in a fancy supplement bottle. It's the humble sweet potato, bright orange, naturally sweet, and so often overlooked. But inside that colorful skin is a powerhouse of nutrients that can wake up tired muscles and refill your energy tank faster than most pills ever could. Most people feel weaker as they get older and assume it's simply age, but in truth, they're running on low quality fuel. Your muscles are engines, and as you age, those engines burn out faster, not because they're old, but because they're underpowered. Sweet potatoes provide the clean, steady energy your muscles crave. Their complex carbohydrates release slowly, giving your legs fuel that lasts for hours instead of minutes. If you've ever felt that midday slump where your legs feel like bricks and your mind gets foggy, that's your muscles running out of fuel. Sweet potatoes fix that. But the magic isn't just in the energy. That bright orange color comes from beta-carotene, which your body converts to vitamin A, crucial for repairing the tiny micro tears your muscles experience every day. As we age, that repair process slows, and that's when stiffness, soreness, and weakness creep in. Sweet potatoes help reverse that slowdown, giving your muscles what they need to recover faster and stronger. Add a little olive oil when you cook them, and you boost the absorption of those fat-soluble vitamins dramatically. If you haven't done so yet, tap the like button. This helps more seniors discover information that can change their lives. Sweet potatoes are also loaded with potassium, the mineral that keeps your muscles contracting smoothly and prevents painful nighttime cramps. One medium sweet potato actually contains more potassium than a banana. If you've ever been jolted awake by that sudden lightning bolt cramp in your leg, that's your body pleading for potassium. But here's something most people don't realize. Sweet potatoes reduce chronic inflammation. One of the biggest reasons older adults wake up stiff and sore. Think of inflammation as rusting your muscles. Sweet potatoes contain antioxidants that help scrub that rust away, making your steps lighter and your recovery faster. Most people ruin the benefits by loading them with sugar or marshmallows. The best way to eat them, simple: roast them, bake them, or steam them with a drizzle of olive oil and herbs. A medium-sized sweet potato 2 or 3 times a week can noticeably improve leg strength within a month. If you plan to try this type of sweet potato in the comments, now let's move to another surprising powerhouse. Oats. You've had them for breakfast your whole life, but you've probably never realized what they do for your muscles. Oats provide slow-burning energy, stabilizing your blood sugar, and preventing that midday crash that makes your legs feel like they're made of cement. They contain beta-glucan. a special fiber that slows digestion just enough to give your muscles steady fuel for hours. Oats are also packed with iron for oxygen delivery, magnesium to prevent cramps and twitching, and plant-based protein to help repair muscle tissue. A simple bowl of oatmeal with berries or nuts can completely transform your morning energy. A retired firefighter I worked with made just this one change. Within 2 weeks, he didn't need his daily afternoon nap anymore. Don't underestimate small habits. If oats are already in your pantry, comment. Next, let's talk about nature's anti-inflammatory champion, avocados, soft, creamy, and full of healthy fats. Avocados help calm the invisible fire of inflammation that makes your joints ache and your muscles feel stiff. They also contain nearly 1,000 milligrams of potassium, more than most fruits, and the healthy fats help you absorb vitamins A, D, E, and K from other foods. I've seen people in their 70s go from creaking knees to smooth, confident walking simply by adding avocado to their weekly routine. Try half an avocado 2 or 3 times a week. If you're willing to give this a shot, type avocado. Now let's talk about something: sweet berries, sprueberries, strawberries, raspberries. These aren't treats. They're muscle protectors. Their deep colors come from antioxidants that repair cell damage, protect your muscles, and even support your brain. In fact, regular berry intake has been linked to better balance, sharper memory, and slower cognitive decline. Frozen berries work just as well as fresh, and half a cup a few times a week is all you need. Comment berries if you're adding them this week. Then we have one of the best muscle rebuilding foods on earth: salmon, rich in high-quality protein and omega-3 fatty acids. Salmon actually switches on the genes that promote muscle growth. Older adults who ate salmon twice a week improved leg strength by over 30% in just 16 weeks. Omega-3s reduce inflammation, enhance circulation, improve balance, and help your muscles use protein more efficiently. Canned salmon works beautifully too. Finally, the unsung hero, eggs. They contain the most complete protein available, along with vitamin D and choline, which support muscle strength, nerve function, and coordination. Don't skip the yolk. That's where the nutrients live. 1 or 2 eggs a day can dramatically improve morning energy and stability. If eggs are back on your breakfast list, type eggs in the comments. As we close this journey, here's the truth. The foods you choose each day determine how you move, how you feel, and how you age. Pair any of these meals with 60 seconds of light movement before or after eating, and you double your muscle building response. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. So if you're ready to rebuild your strength, regain your balance, and reclaim your independence, type day 1 in the comments and make sure you subscribe, because we're just getting started.